All right, good morning traders and welcome to the All Markets webinar. This is Bruce at Bookmap and we'll go through the live order flow using Bookmap, understand the participants in the auction process, understand their footprints, and that will give us insight to where price might be going next. Now, it's not just the transactions we're looking at. It's not just the price structure and the price action. We're integrating the order book, the auction, the real auction, like, where are they bidding, where are they offering, etc. Anyway, that's the goal of the webinar. Let's get into a few details here. A general disclosure: all Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. The risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Just to let you guys know, we host an onboarding webinar. Those of you who are brand new to Bookmap, then I would recommend that you come to this webinar. They are on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. They were just changed to 1 p.m. They were previously at 2 p.m. Next week, we're actually not going to have it. I will be away, but we typically have it on Tuesdays. All right. And what we do in this webinar is we have you log into bookmap.com, download the platform from there, understand which platform to download, and then how to subscribe to data also from the bookmap.com website. And then we'll open up Bookmap, connect it to the data that you just subscribed to, and then open up a symbol, okay, and get you up and running. Okay, that's the goal. And just to let you guys know as well, we had a great Bookmap Academy meeting yesterday, in my opinion. The Bookmap Academy, what it's all about is the ability to what we offer is coaching and mentoring. So we have that. You have the ability to get that kind of a mentorship here in the Bookmap Academy. If you're interested, you can check on our YouTube the recording. You'll see it in there under the lives, and then also you can go to bookmap.com. Let me show you that. And if you're interested, go under the More button here, and then just click on under Community Bookmap Academy right here. And you can apply here. Now, you don't need to do anything to join. It's all on our Discord channel. If you want to, you can partake in the events that we have. If you want to journal your trading activity and get feedback, you'll post it in a spreadsheet as well as in our Bookmap Discord Academy chat room, and then you get some feedback on it, and then we go over some selected materials every week on Thursdays. Okay, so it's a great program, and the quality of the trading, we got Shark in here. The quality of the trading is really elevated. And especially like in the last few months, we just see some excellent journaling of their trades, and God, what a pleasure. So anyway, it's a great program. If you're interested, just let us know and sign up there under the Bookmap Academy link that I just showed you. All right, let's jump into the live markets here, and let's zoom out a little bit here, and this is the ES and TraderMap Pro Shark right off the bat. I see, well, it's a kind of inverse head and shoulders here, but also your 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then like a beautiful one here, just a beauty. So I hope you grab that, and also maybe even reload it on the it's even worse. Aloise, I've got this cold. I just can't shake it. I think what happened was I was on the verge of a cold, and wasn't feeling well, and then I had a shingles shot, uh, and I think it just wiped out my immune system. That's what I think happened because I have not been able. It's gone all over my body here. I have not been able to shake anything. So it was respiratory. Now it's in my head and nose. Yeah, I'm drinking tea with lemons. Exactly. It's helping. That was a good suggestion. So thank you. With onions or really? Okay. I don't know what oignons are. Anyway, really nice setup here. I know it's at the open, and this would be your kind of opening, potentially your opening range breakout trade right here as well. I don't know what I think of that opening range breakout trade. I don't like the waiting around and the risk that you put on. You have to wait till about here, and then you're looking for a break of the range, which it has not done between 9:30 and 9:45, right? So we're looking for a break of that range. So there's nothing shaking right now with this opening range breakout trade. All right, so we'll keep an eye on it though. Maybe we're coming down to test it right now. The issue that I have with it is this is it right here. Look at the risk that you got to take. It's tremendous. You have to have your stop up here above, somewhere around this 53.20, and we're down at 52.50. Okay, so what are you going to have, like a 70-point stop? I don't know. Anyway, I really do like this one here, though, this pattern up in here, and you can see that a lot of selling on the way up. Yet still price goes higher up into high liquidity up here at around 20. Then you see that even a little mini head and shoulders in here. You see the selling coming in. You could have even grabbed this one right in here on the way down. Okay, so yeah, beauty there. All right, so let's see here. Let's see if we get our opening range breakout. And this would be the thing to do in here would be you would be shorting right here if it breaks it, right? Now, not just touching it, you're looking for a breakout. There's different ways to trade it, but anyway, yeah, I look at this and look at the risk there. The beauty of this trade for opening range breakout is you can very easily backtest it. This is very, very mechanical setup. That's the beauty of it. And then you can determine what kind of edge it has. And then determine, like, when the ranges are huge, do you want to take these risks? I mean, this would be the risk that you'd have to take here. In fact, we can give it a shot here. Again, just to demo this, all right? This is not a trade calling room whatsoever. Okay? It is just to demo some of these ideas. We're going to, here, let me even put in my stops and take profit. I would only be looking for a move, back down to just about here, this 30 level. And then I'd have to have my stop way up here. That's a huge, huge range, and there's a lot of trading within that range. That is the trade, though. All right, that's what it looks like. And then you are looking for a trending day. So, do you want to have your target here, or do we want to zoom out and look at a much, much bigger picture here? Okay, and then have maybe your target down here around 51.22 or so. Okay, that would be. Let's take a look here. It'd be way down here, and this is where the risk reward starts to make sense. So if we let's take a look at our candlesticks for just a minute here. All right, so I even had to go out to the weekly on the candlestick chart here because of the price movement. So This is what I have on the weekly, and the swing is down here. So it looks like 51, yeah, somewhere around 51.22. Maybe there's a range in here. Maybe it's just kind of touching it at 52.05 today, or '05 down to another like 70 points lower or so, something like that. And that's it. So 51.33. Boy, I see nothing down there. Somewhere around in this area here, right? All right, well, we can front run the 51.50 down here if that's what we're going to get out of this move. I kind of doubt it, but anyway, that's the setup, right? And let's see how this plays out. Okay, what else do we got here? I wanted to mention. Look at this huge gap here. No, ATR. So let's actually go back into the dailies. So you can see these pretty big down days in here. So we should probably be taking a look at the ATR in here about how much more juice does this have left in it for the move lower. You can see that these are pretty big bars, even compared to the last month or so. This is by far the biggest bar here. So there's the risk as well. We've already come down quite a bit for today, and we can have a move back into the range here, and this would be a failed opening range breakout trade, and maybe we come back up to the other side up here. So we'll keep an eye out and take it as we see it here. All right. Any other questions in here? Yeah, well, the question, Caveman, is, how much supply do they have? Has it been exhausted? And then what's that context? I mean, there's very high liquidity here. Look, 1,200 contracts, over 1,200 contracts down here at 52.30, and it's just about to transact. So we're probably going to find enough sellers hit that area here. Okay, and let's see if they can. Now we're going to get there they go. Okay, so they have transacted. Now the question is, what happens after that transaction? Okay, still seems to be some more supply. So it's going into it and through it down to the next level of supply or demand down here, okay, at 52.25. Okay, it's hit that, and now we're starting to find some buyers. Okay, now look at the quality of these buyers in here. It's a quick move. That's for sure. But look at the amount of buyers, and let's get some reference in here compared to the sellers. Now we got to kind of take this one out of the equation. It is dwarfing everything else. Okay, so there's still more sellers though on the way down in here compared to these buyers here. All right, so we're still in a downtrend, and we've just pulled back. Now this is actually, it's how reversals start to unfold. However, this is very typical just in a downtrend. You hit high liquidity, and we always anticipate after that to be some sort of chop, bounce, pullback, something, right? It could even work into a reversal, okay? Because we found buyers here, and that's what we know. Okay, so here we go, back up to that opening range, right up here around 45. So you can see, like, and why I'm covering this so much for this opening range breakout and using 15 minutes is because a lot of people use 15 minutes. Okay, you've got to do your studying on that and your back testing to see if this is something that you find valid. Um, we saw David yesterday going through an opening range breakout of 1 minute. He was going with that, and he's got studies on that. So uh, whatever floats your boat. Some people use half an hour, some people use 5 minutes, some people use an hour. All right. Well, we're kind of at a critical little point right here. If we're going to get sellers below it or buyers back up above it, this is our kind of line in the sand right now, right there. Actually, it's a little bit thinner, a lot thinner than that, so something like that. Okay, so we're getting buying off of it so far. All right, well, I'm not going to take a loss on this one. Um, Perfect, nothing, no loss, no gain here, right at break even there. Looks like, but we can always get back in on this. So we have a nice little kind of wedge that could break here. Okay, liquidity coming in here at 27, 28. Yeah, you like the initial balance. Buy a chaka. It's up to you. Okay, so anyway, very choppy around this area right now. The reason I'm covering this opening range breakout is so easy. It's so mechanical. uh, there is a lot of risk that comes along with it. But on the other hand, the I know a lot of people trade it, and I created a new a video on it as well. It's in a course that has not been published yet. It's ready to go, so look for it next week, and we'll have it for you guys. 10-part video course on strategy. Okay, trading supply and demand. Can't wait. Can't wait. So just a few odds and ends and get it in our learning center. If you're new in here, Learning Center, this is a good reference place for those of you over on YouTube. Let me show you that. So go to bookmap.com and just click on education at the top here. I'm going to the Learning Center here. There's a getting started, how to use all the different features in Bookmap, the market mechanics course, a few strategies and setups in here. And like I said, in here, we'll have that new course very shortly. All right. So we'll let you know. Um, we got another, so chopping around in here still, but we can kind of look at this now, flattening out. Okay, this is another one, a beautiful one, right here, guys. So Now we didn't trade into the high liquidity. That would have been at 50 here, at 52.50. That would have been great. But this is, I want to show this though. I would love to see it trade into there. It would be a absorption up into that area. And then look at the trading here on the buy side right here. Okay, nothing, very little. All right, so that would be exhaustion. So we have absorption and a double top followed by exhaustion. Look for the sellers to take it back down. Okay, so now our sellers are coming back in, and we'll take a look here. See if we can get find maybe a way back into this. Yeah, Shark, I think you'll like it. This new supply and demand course. They're trading setups, just using supply and demand, trying to keep it really simple. So I mean, you see how like I was kind of looking for a pullback in here, and we just didn't have an opportunity to get in. Now we'll probably get a pullback now, but and where would we want to get in? Well, maybe here. Okay, if we draw a line across. And maybe up here as well, if we get lucky here. This is just one of those, you know, we get these big swings in these days in here, it's really hard to find an entry back in, I find. Good morning, Laura. Trading is life. Pete, good to see you in here. Slaughterozzi. Okay. Just trading down to the previous swing here, just making a little bit of a higher low here, and starting to see some buying here. When is the course? It's coming out soon. I can just say next week, Laura. I have a few just a few very small edits to make, but my voice is different now, so I can't do it. Um, that's the issue. CVD settings. Yeah, they're just default here. Okay, you can right click on them and go to settings here. I have no setting on it, just using session range, and that's it. Guys, I didn't see it up here. You know, truly, I saw this. This is great up here. The, you know, absorption, exhaustion, that looked good to me. And here's our pullback right here. But we did not trade that liquidity though. So that's what kept me away from it. And then I don't see anything in here to look for this kind of, you know, 1 2 3 pattern, or this kind of, you know, head and shoulders, or, you know, just can't get buyers to make it higher in here. I just don't see an entry in here with the volume, the relative volume in here at all. It would probably be down in here, and I don't want to buy at the bottom of that range in here. So yeah, I passed it. So let's see here right now. Get sellers kind of dropping price down back down to the lows here. Big selling. Oh, yeah, Alois, interesting idea there. CVD should not have a setting. Actually, we do have settings, but I understand what you're saying. So the way that you can filter for your trade size in here, the volume size that is actually trading. So I'll show this example in a minute. Let's just keep an eye out for this level here because this is kind of an important level for today. Okay, let's see it, sellers. Let's see what you got. I'm not interested. Like I said, uh, this is we've been at some of these lows in here, and I typically like it when we see like exhaustion, a lower high exhaustion. I'm looking for the breakdown. We've just in this environment in here, we trade into high liquidity right like this, and then boom, it comes like all the way back up to like the liquidity here on the other side. It's trading like it's the NQ or something. So I have not been looking for follow through. I've been looking for it to bounce out of some of those areas. I'm just not willing to take the risk. Okay, and this one's playing out pretty nicely. It's playing well here. Yeah, should hit 20, 15, and 10 here. Anyway, guys, one of the things like I was kind of mentioning earlier about the opening range breakout that we did play here. Uh, that I have noticed, I have not back tested this enough to make a quality decision on it. It's a quantitative decision on it. But what I have noticed in here is the range break after the first 15 minutes typically will hit those areas of high liquidity down below it. Okay? And then it can reverse and it can go back to the other side of the range and you could be really screwed. So if you're, I don't know how to quantify the risk on that yet. Because like I said, that would be like a 70-point stop on this to gain 43 down to like let's say 30, so to gain 13, but it is, I have seen it do this a lot, so that would be kind of high probability. So again, no, I do not have numbers to back it up. Let's see. Trading is life. Can you show me the volume that you're looking for when it comes? Yeah, I mean, I am looking for like, the size of these kinds of dots in here is exactly it. And it started to pick up in here. This is exactly, I mean, this is pretty much the setup in here that I like to see. That don't see too many sellers in here. Would have loved to have seen a little bit more selling in here, some volume dots in here on the sell side, red dots. Okay, but you can see that we exhaust out kind of up in here. We just don't have the buyers, right? They're not willing to take it higher. And then this looks really good in here. We have a little bit of selling in here, but there's no buying up in here. It can't even make an equal high. It's making lower highs. And then we do get sellers. We even get a pullback here. And then we get the follow through. So this is it. You know how we went through Haru's or Trader HE's a momentum trade end of the day yesterday in the Academy. That was, I thought, a beautiful example of this move to the downside, and there was just not enough buyers. You see more sellers. It's making lower highs. It's starting to scream to you. And this looked pretty good to me. I just don't like this environment. Like I've been hit. I see it hit these areas in here, and then it starts screaming to the upside, and for the rest of the day. And now I know we got a lot of fundamentals and a lot of things going on in here, but anyway, it's for that reason that I stayed away. Okay. But it's not bad. This is not bad. We can find other examples as well. See the buyers. Look at them starting to come in now, right? So that's kind of more what I'm looking for on that buy side. That was consistent and strong. And now it's not, you know, um, extremely strong. The dots are small, but the way that this traded up here, like that, is that's not bad. Now this is where those guys came in. Are they going to support it? And let's keep an eye out here at this level. In fact, I'm going to widen out my stops and take profits. No, no support. Okay, back down to a high liquidity at 10. Okay, traded into it. Reaction. Buyers coming out. Tight little range in here, just a couple points. The S&P. Okay, that liquidity just transacted. All right, so now let's see. Okay, do we get buyers back up above here? Let's take a look here. I'm kind of curious. No. Okay, we got the figure down here at 5,200. Okay, so this is breaking. Yeah, yeah, caveman. Like it is true. Like when you don't feel well and you you overcome your cold, you're like, God, isn't that great? There's a negative side to it though too. It's like when you're injured or something, you're like, God, all you want to do is feel like you did before. All right, this is actually, if this can pull away here, let's see if we get a little more buying up in here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take this in here. Now, I just want to show something because like this is a counter trend trade clearly. Okay, but what we're looking for is this kind of accumulation in this little area and then a move back up to here. Now I'm going to front run that high liquidity up here and just right at the top of this range here. Okay, so the behavior in here that we're looking for it was there. It could have been better, but not bad, right? So let's see if we can hit that liquidity though. And we've just come up just a little shy here, but I'm looking for a run above the range here up here. So it's got to hit that liquidity. There we go. Okay, so that was a quick scalp, but in I cover this in the course as well. God, I'll stop alluding to referring to that course until we have it. But it's a very simple. You guys saw me do this some weeks ago. Is I do not see the sellers in here. We do have absorption on the way down. I don't see the aggressive sellers in here, and then in here it is a risky trade in this sense that we're looking for buyers to whip it away, consolidate, and we want to see accumulation in this little area up in here. And we didn't really get too much accumulation. We just saw more buyers taking it higher and higher again. So when I started to see that again in here, I'm looking for them to take it maybe up to here, but the top of the range I really like. And kind of shake some people out. That's it. Not looking for a whole lot out of it. It was just about 7 points or so. And then move on to the next. Now, this might turn into much bigger squeeze in here. Okay, now I don't see it yet, but it's starting to build. See how we're making higher lows, kind of equal highs, but look at the volume trading up here, right above the range. So now we need to see that. Yeah, it's not bad, not bad, but need to see a lot more than just that. I don't quite trust that one. I really want to see the distinction in the volume for that turnaround, and that's not it. Not yet. Does that make sense? It's kind of a it's a little bit of a tricky setup, but kind of trap hit people on the way down, and then pull away very quickly, and then start buying, and then kind of squeeze people back up on the way up. And again, it's counter trend, so we're not looking for much, right? Now it could turn into, I mean, good Lord, some days like we see the rest of the day, it'll trade way back up here. Okay, this is starting to look like a GAN fan or something. Get rid of, actually, let me just get rid of some of these in here. Boy, Shark, I hope, and Laura, I hope you took this one up here. I know it's right before the open, but it's a nice one. And then we were looking for it again, but we didn't. We missed it. We didn't see it. It didn't really set up in terms of the volume and the liquidity there. Okay, just into the figure here, and the bounce, and just shy of the figure, and the buyer's coming back in, hitting again. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so let's see if we can get up back up into the range. Maybe this isn't bad area up in here. Maybe this liquidity here, or even higher up into this 30 level up here. Yeah, Powell speaking pretty soon. European close. Well, we got a little ways for that. Okay, but I don't know. This is what attracted me. This is actually a much better place for the entry here. I got in at the top. Now, if I see sellers coming in and these buyers cannot make higher highs in here, we will exit. We're not going to let it come all the way back down to 5,200. Yeah, let's just get out. These guys can be trapped in here and we can get a nice move to the downside. Yeah, yeah, Slaughterossi. Yeah, everyone's shorting this, clearly, and uh, there's more to it than that. This is where you just got to do your back testing and what you're looking for. Like our thing is starting to kind of pan out now a little bit better. Look at the buying. Okay, these buyers have got to get traction though. If they do not get traction, they're going to feel the pain. Okay, so they got to move it away from this little area in here. And so far, all they've done is retest back up here at 10. Right. So yeah, look for the squeeze now to the downside. The uh, the thing that I'm curious about here is look at the size of this bar. Now this is this is the daily here, and good Lord, I mean, we show some more bars in here. Okay, what the heck? Why not? Why can't it show more than that? I should be able to show quite a bit more. Oh, 6 month look back. That's why. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, this is the biggest bar on the chart. Okay, over the last 6 months. Right now, obviously, there's reasons for it, but we're going to have a reaction. It's just overdone. And guys, look at I mean, for those of you looking at your VIX, look at the VIX as well. I think I can get the VIX up here from DX feed. Let me see if I can. Yeah, November 25. I don't want to. Let's see. This is a K contract. May. Okay, let's try that one. Now this is a yeah. I don't have license for it. Sorry. Um, where can we look up the VIX? I know we can look. It's delayed here, which is might be fine. We can go to investing.com and just look it up quickly here. All right, and yeah, I mean we're up in the 40s now. You know, so we're overextended. Uh, we have a huge bar now. We've just traded through 5,200 and we're still going lower, right? So uh, but we're going to take a look at our zones in here on this daily and trading right down into it now. Okay, so this is of interest for me, this little zone in here, and we're in it. See, I think I can draw in here on my rhythmic pro trader chart. Yeah, something like that. Okay. All right, so we'll keep an eye on this zone in here on the daily. Okay, so we got the VIX. We've got high liquidity getting filled all the way down here. We're below the figure. We're in our zone. And now we're going to look for maybe some sort of structural break and turnaround. Okay, so let's see if we get it. I'm just going to jump in on that right there and see if we can get maybe even reduce a little risk up here, and then kind of front run some high liquidity up there. Okay, because again, we're trading now. We blazed through high liquidity here, not much of a consolidation. Blazed through it here, retested it here, just traded into it, and now we're found some buyers here. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of thinking here, and let's see if we can get a bit of a squeeze here. Might be a little too early in the session for a squeeze, but the time of day is just about right, and we are overextended. Okay, but again, this is not a trading room. This is quite risky. Looking for a counter trend trade in here. Okay, so there we go. So we're stopped out on that one, but we'll continue to look for it. One of the things that I have seen with the this kind of move is these clusters of buying. They start to grow. These clusters of selling on the downside start to wither. Okay, and then that's when we can find our turnaround in here. Our structure is already broken here, right? But it's starting to flatten out. Okay, so it would be kind of like this, the flattening out here. Okay, going deep into that zone now, deeper. Okay, now it's going to come all the way down to 51. Jesus, come all the way down to 51, 13 or 14. Okay, what do you have for circuit breakers, Slaughterozzi? So here come again those buyers in here, right? Now we may have missed the uh, yeah. I mean, we may miss this here because these kinds of moves can be so powerful, and you really you just got to jump in, you know. Otherwise, you just miss it, and uh, you know you just got to take the risk. But look at the so this was the pocket, you know, that we saw. Now this is maybe the follow through. Okay, so even add to it in here, and let's see if we can get our break here quite a bit higher. Right, so there's the risk involved, as you guys can see. You just got to jump into these things, and I don't condone it. I just like it's kind of catching that falling knife. But one thing that we have on our side here is we had that little pocket, we had the liquidity being filled on the way down, but look at the distinction in the buying here, and look at the angle here. Okay, so where are they going? And they're going to be targeting high liquidity, where the buyers meet the sellers. Sellers are here at 80 or 90, and then up here at 95. Okay, so all right, so we're out half our position. We can move our stop up. I do not like the whole break even stop, but I don't know where to put it. Like maybe below the trend line, I guess, a little bit here, and then hold for this move in here. Okay, so we got in a little late here, as you guys can see, but we noted the distinction and we were looking for this potential here. Uh, Again, this is a risky one, but like the setup here, I should list it out. We got the VIX trading at what, 42, or I don't even know what it was at that point. We were down below the figure at 5,200. We were in our zone on our higher time frame, and we are massively overextended here on the daily chart. Okay, so, and now we're not necessarily calling for a huge reversal or anything like that, but like we're looking for something. We're looking for a reaction in here, and then we're managing it from there on, and we're going to be using the order flow to manage it. So look at the buyers still continue to come in. Okay, so do I want to move my take profit and try to get this to run, or do I want to take my profit right up into this little area up in here, or the swing here, or this liquidity here? Let's zoom out a little bit more and get a bigger picture perspective here. That is a lot of buying. Okay, now how much demand do they have? Interesting, right in front of potential circuit breakers as well. Uh, you can just take a look above at what Slaughterozzi had posted in there. Okay? That's it. I can't explain it any clearer than that. So there's a halt. Okay, you see it in the stocks all the time. That if it's too volatile, up to the upside or downside, it's gone too much. In this case, a 7% decline. Level 1 would be 15-minute halt for the ES. Okay, so yeah, beautiful stuff in here. He's got the whole list here: level 1, 2, and 3. Okay, not bad so far. Like I still had more. I thought there was more potential in this. But this is an area where we usually look for taking some profit. This is where the supply came in, and this is where that move initiated. And this is a good area to take some profit. Okay, so anyway, I decided to hold, looking for this liquidity up here as a target. And you can see that is a pretty high volume node up here as well. Russell is just 2 points away from circuit breaker. Wow. Well, let's see if these buyers come in hand over fist again. Like, we can look for even something greater. Up to our line up here, just in front of 5250. In fact, we should probably do that. Um, and we can put in a measure move into this as well, right? Again, guys, it doesn't have to be measured move. It doesn't have to be a Fibonacci. What we want to do is align things with the order flow. Okay, however it is that you trade, and what you're looking for. So I'm looking at a swing up here. I do not have liquidity up there, but I do have a swing, and I'm watching to see where that liquidity might come in. Okay, so we just traded into high liquidity here. Okay, so Are we going to blast through it, or do we? If I start seeing sellers coming in, then it's time to make a decision. Let me see if there's any questions over here. Thanks. Yeah, guys, I may have to. I, I'm serious. I may have to stop here in a few more minutes. My head is just pounding here, and it's kind of hard to talk at the moment. But anyway, good stuff. I mean, the great stuff here. So I want to stay with it. Okay, so we're through it, and we're still seeing buyers here, right? So let's just zoom out, get our perspective again. This is another good area to consider. We have very, very high liquidity here. That's where we bounced, looking for maybe a retest back up into there. I'm back up at the swing in here, another kind of structural area. But again, I'm just kind of letting it run, and I'm looking for the liquidity, or I'm looking for the aggressors in here to tell us something. You know, the yeah, we're gonna find some sellers here, I imagine. If we don't get our buyers that like right in here right now, then start to see our sellers will bail. Yeah, let's just bail. Yeah, again, uh, we don't have the absorption up here. We have the absorption here. We climb a little higher. Here's buyers. Here's lack of buyers. Here's sellers on the double top in here. Okay, so buyers typically we want to see absorption, and then we want to see exhaustion, then we want to see our sellers come in. Okay, and we got that. That, and then paired with more selling back down here, that's where we got out. How do I know if there's liquidity? A great question. Well, it's here in the heat map. Okay, now you can always get back into this trade. The trade idea is still on. We need to see the buyers come back in up in these areas in here. This could be just a pullback in it. Anyway, the liquidity heat map is showing us. Okay, so look at more buyers like coming in like this. Okay, so we can just jump in on that again and try to ride it back up. Right? I mean, it's just buying hand over fist here. Okay, and a lot of sellers, they're just going to get squeezed right out of those trades. Okay, so this is a new barrage of buying back up above this area here where we saw that double top. Okay, pretty strong buying. Okay, in fact, we can look at maybe up here, right? I really like the 5250 area, but let's see what we get here. Yeah, let's see what it looks like up here when you hit 5250. It looks like the eager sellers in there, they're staying in the book. They're looking for that transaction to take place. This is liquidity. That's how I know it. Look at 125 right here. See these contracts right there? Let me okay, sorry guys. I just got I'm gonna flatten in there. I actually entered an order by accident right in there. Okay, so we're flat now. Uh, trying to demo this in here. Basically, this area right in here when the heat map is liquidity. These are limit sell orders. Limit sell orders are also up here at 55 or 65. And the heat map is the scale here, the color. Red and orange, very high liquidity in this viewable area. Then yellow, white, blue, and then black is the least amount of liquidity. Okay, and this is just a dimmer in here. So you can see maybe some of the volume and some of your indicators. That's it. This is the main feature of Bookmap is we take your depth of market, your dome, okay, right in here, and you see the God, this thing is moving. You see the liquidity here in this current order book. So there's 79 contracts up here at 52.55. You see the number and you see a histogram, and you see the color here is red, right? That's the high liquidity. Okay, so look, we can see when they came in, how long they've been in, and if they're transacting right now. Slaughterozzi, I hope you are in this still and just enjoying the ride up. 5,300 in front of it here. A lot of liquidity that was up here, then pulled and added lower. Also 52.80 liquidity up here. Yeah, thanks, Shark. Yeah, I plan to get a lot of rest this weekend. Absolutely. I think at the tail end of it, it just sounds a lot worse than it is. Wow, look at this. So this was our opening range trade right here. So I mean, hey, we can look for this. This is a very powerful move. Look at the buying behind it here. We could see it come back up to the top of the range here and stop everybody out who thinks, oh my God, we're going to hell in a handbasket. And it's interesting to see that the circuit breakers data here, uh, you know, uh, buyers in front of those areas to try to support it. One of the things if there was a question about liquidity and how do we know it? Well, because the heat map records it. And as soon as like watch when something happens in here, we'll see like something shift and change in here. Okay, so yeah, you can see up here like it was starting to enter a little bit up in here, or more maybe starting to come in here. Okay, now that just transacted. Okay, but do you see where the heat map, see it where it was yellow and then orange here, and then blue to the left of it here. So that means there was no liquidity or very little, it was low. Then they added more liquidity at this time. Okay, that's the beauty here is we have the graphical reference on the historical chart. So you can look at the context in here. When did they come in? How much did they present in terms of liquidity or demand in here in this case? And then now we can also answer another question: did they transact? And we can clearly see that they transacted, and there's still more aggressive supply able to take price lower into some of these areas here. Okay, so yeah, understanding liquidity is essential. I feel, and we can take the heat map. I'm sorry, we can take the volume dots off here, and we can just look at price action and liquidity, and you can start to piece together, potential trading strategies off of that. You can start to understand this relationship between the price action and liquidity. You trade into liquidity, we get a bounce. Trade into liquidity, we get a bounce. Now the bigger level liquidity is down here though, and we are trending down. So I anticipate sellers to hit into this 52.22, okay, because we're still trending down. Now, if we see all of a sudden a bunch of buyers and moving it away from that area and more liquidity maybe on the offer up in these areas in here, that's where these aggressive buyers can meet and make a sale with the passive sellers. And it just makes sense. It's the auction. This fits extremely well. Well, it is auction market theory. It's not fits. It's showing it. And the beauty that I really like about Bookmap is it's just fact. We're not showing anything special. It's no derivative of time, price, or volume here. There's not even a candlestick on here. It's just pure price action, streaming pure price action. Anyway, if you're new to Bookmap and you want to try, maybe either dim the heat map quite a bit or completely, and then just understand the context of volume within the price action. Okay, this is also very, very telling. Powell in 20 minutes, okay. Trading is life. Let's put your let's put your in fact I am really curious to see if this pans out today, like the upper range up here. I mean, we've seen it a million times, right? Like how not a million times, but like how everyone's going short. Okay, we've got this huge bar. We just dip into our range in here that we're looking for on our higher time frame, and this bar is massive. And we know that the VIX is massive. We are looking for a reaction in this area. So far, we're getting it. How much more it's got left in it is to be determined. But we're looking for, potentially. Just think about the cash session today. Think about how many people are going to get stopped out above it here. Like, we get enough buyers in here turning on. This is a great area to hit and try to push through. To cut interest rates right now. Yeah, that's what the president is saying. That's a really bad idea. I feel. I mean, it's just inflation is going to skyrocket, uh, and but I can understand why President Trump would say that. Uh, I don't know if there's any examples out there. I know there's great examples out there over history where the Fed chairman kind of bent to the political will of the president or Congress, and it was always a disaster. I think every time. I don't know if there's examples where it, worked out well. So having an independent Fed, I think, is really critical. But anyway, that's my opinion. All right. So we're still climbing, guys. Still finding buyers. And for those of you like that have ever gotten caught in this kind of stuff, it's just relentless. Look at the selling in here. No one's really selling. But look at the buying, and it just keeps going. And we saw how hard it was to get in on this as well. It's nerve wracking.
But we had some reasons behind it. You know, we're dipping into our level. We're overextended. We got the VIX. We have high liquidity getting filled all the way down here, except for this. It never hit our 5150, I believe, right? Double check on that. No, didn't touch it. John, this is funny. So I recovered from the other day, and you know, I was looking for what 5600 to trade at that time, and it didn't trade it, and so I was not willing to go long for that short squeeze. And this time it's like, okay, well, it didn't trade it, but if we get enough buyers here, we're going to try to, you know, get in and reduce some risk. Guys, a lot of times, like, I don't know, I also feel in, you know, that this can be perplexing time to trade. It doesn't, a lot of times the order flow uh, doesn't make too much sense with some of these bigger swings like this in here. And like there, you know, it kind of, there was buyers up in here, not too many, and we got our pullback in here, and then the buyers really mounted again in here. Okay, now it's waning again in here. Okay, but uh, and now this guy just pulled here, down here. So maybe we'll see a bit of a pullback here again, and then buyers come in and hit back up into maybe 5,300. And then we got the high of the day here, or the cash session around that 14 or 15 level. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's tough. It's just kind of, you know, relentless buying like that, and you just, it's hard to, if you're squeezed, boy, it's tough. It's just better just to take it on the chin and move on. Uh, I have found else the uh, oh God, what was I going to say? Yeah, else you just continue to get squeezed, and maybe you even average into it, or you know, like that's the worst thing you can do. And get in there, you can blow out your account, right? And it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't matter. You know, it's about the money. Anyway, I feel more at liberty to mention that, like, this doesn't make too much sense in a lot of cases. We did have somewhat of a setup here, but again, we don't have, like, I didn't have a defined entry or exit on that, but I feel I can kind of complain and say, like, hey, you know, this doesn't make a lot of sense a lot of times, uh, because of we had a winner. If I had a loser, then it just doesn't sound good. So anyway, that's why I'm harping on it. The well, we can develop this into a setup and start to back test it and look for it. Um, Very simple though, of looking for that high liquidity getting filled on the bid on the way down. Buyers, 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 buyers. Uh, and we have a higher time frame level. Okay, down here, we're anticipating a reaction here. We're overextended here, way overextended on the big candle and on the VIX. Okay, so that's when we're looking for a reaction. And then yeah, our entries in here were actually, well, this wasn't so bad down here. This is just jumping in. Um, anyway, the word from R, that street Wall Street afraid there will no longer be cuts. I mean, I don't understand this. Things are going to get more expensive, uh, and we want to cut rates. This is going to be hyperinflation. Yeah, Josia, that's what you're saying. I mean that's how I see it at least. All right, guys, let's see what else we got here. I don't know about visiting these lows again. Oh boy. Reason being is the it's just overextended. You know, this is the biggest out of the last like half year of data that we have in here. Uh, or no, a year back now. This was the biggest bar today. Okay, and we have some nice things in here. You know, a level, the VIX, big bar, and all this liquidity getting filled on the way down. Okay, well, you volume profile guys trading into the you know, the high volume node right now. Let's double check on it. Yeah. Okay, so it actually did swing lower and now it swung back up. Okay, so this was, it doesn't look like it, but it is. Believe me, it's we're not showing like it's kind of cutting off some of the, the data in here. But this is the high. This was the high volume node or a POC. Now it's swung back up now, and we've traded into it now. Okay, so those traders are, you know, probably going to be covering, and the mean reversion traders, and maybe even going short. You know, seeing some people go short. Doesn't mean anything if we can get back up above and get more volume on the buy side up above. Okay. That's where order flow rules. Like these are just lines on the chart to help guide us in the bigger picture. Okay. So, I mean, this is fact. Buyers getting filled. Aggressive buyers coming in. Let's see what else. The oh yeah, I wanted to see VWAP in here as well. That's for trading is life. Because we want to look at some of our guardrails in here on our higher time frames. Different ways of trading. Here it is, right here in front of me. Okay, show my VWAP line. Got it. And we'll also add an anchored VWAP in here someplace. Probably here would be a great place for an anchor, right? Be a fantastic place. Whoa. Wow, look at that. Okay, so here's another thing for you VWAP traders, like overextended. This is what my 2.5 um, oh God, I can't even think straight. Of the standard deviation. Okay, so 2.5 overextended in our level near the figure here. A lot of reasons to look for this move back in. Okay, and so let's curb this one here for a minute, and we'll put on there anchored VWAP. Okay, so let's see what we get here. So this would be like the concept behind it, as you guys know, is we're looking for where buyers, these strong buyers in here, where can they get in to average into their position more? Okay, so that's why you'd anchor it at this point here, and then these would be areas where they could consider, like this one's not bad right here as a pullback. It didn't hit it here, and it hasn't been touched since. Okay, Powell in 10 minutes. All right, guys, I'm gonna quit for the day and let the fireworks fly here with Powell, and we'll see what we get. But good session, great session yesterday with the Bookmap Academy. So thanks all for coming to that. Really enjoyed it, and some great trades, some great stuff there, and new coaches. And Vinny's a new coach in there. As we add out to the offering for you guys. All right, so yeah, thanks everybody. Hit the like button if you can, and we will catch up with you on Monday. I will be out on Tuesday. So yeah, just to let you know on that. I might be able to be in early. I'll have to see, but I will likely be out on Tuesday. All right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody, and we'll catch up with you on Monday. Yeah. Be careful out there. All right. Yeah. Take care.